can fly.
What's going on, guys? I just want to let you know real quick that this video is sponsored by Squarespace. From websites and online stores to marketing tools and analytics, Squarespace is the all-in-one platform to create a beautiful online presence and to run your business. What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another game analysis video. In this video, my team FC Tulsa is taking on San Antonio FC. This is a huge game because at this point in time, we were both undefeated in the season, and it's pretty much the battle between first and second place. So huge game at San Antonio, beautiful stadium. Unfortunately, no fans, but great place to play. You can see the standings right here. San Antonio's ahead, but 2 games in hand at this point, and we are in second place. Here's the starting lineup for my team. I'm number 13, Matt Sheldon, and in this game I'm playing right fullback. So this full analysis is going to be from my position of a right fullback. I do want to warn you guys that I think this game so far in the season has been our worst team performance, and individually for me, I think it was my worst performance of the season, even up until now. So it's not pretty. It's not terrible, but it's just not up to the standard that I really want it to be at. It's kind of sloppy, a lot of disconnected passes, and give credit where credit is due. San Antonio's got amazing team defense, amazing high pressure, so it makes it very difficult to play against them, and there's a reason why they're undefeated in first place in the league. Anyway, San Antonio starts with a kick. We're in white, and here is my first touch in the game. Goalkeeper Sean Lewis has the ball. I'm just getting high and wide to give myself a little bit of time and space. I'm looking forward up the field. I wish we could see my options and if there's a better thing up, but it looked like on my end that there wasn't an option, so I cut the ball back and then play into my center mid. And then center mid tries to play the other center mid, but doesn't connect there. Goalkeeper hits a longer clearing kick. I was going to head it first time, but I realized I had a little bit of time and space. I couldn't bring it down there, so I'm just going to let the ball run out of play, pretend like I'm going to play, but just let it run out, and then throw the ball into one of my center mids. Once again, Sean Lewis is going to throw me out the ball. Lots of time, but I do have one of their players flying at me, so I can't take a huge touch into space. I need to be a little bit more controlled and find a passing option here. So I'm going to take a smaller touch, look forward, look inside. Again, center mid's a little tightly marked. I could play him, but I tried to turn and play my center mid, but it just doesn't connect there. Once again, goalkeeper clears the ball out for San Antonio, and then just win the header into one of my center mids. So we can continue to build. Bradley Bourgeois, our center back, has the ball. I'm just getting high or getting wide to create a passing angle. Again, getting some pressure. Once again, they're very tightly marked on our center back and our center mids. So I'm looking forward, trying to play into the feet of my winger or into a center mid up here. I play into my winger, who's got some time. But then my problem right here is after I play in here, I need to support him. I need to run up the sideline to create a passing lane to give him some outlet. I just didn't do that. Lazy, I don't know. But just wasn't on top of things there. So that's my fault for not providing a passing lane after I've played the ball there. Got the ball into the sideline, get some pressure, try to clear it out, hit it off them for a throw-in. And then once again, kind of ball into that corner. I think right here, immediately just play it back to Sean, my goalkeeper. I try to turn here. I put myself into a trapping zone here. It's off them for a throw-in, but I should just play it straight back to Sean. So then we can kind of get organized and build. Center mid has the ball, plays me back a little behind me. I don't think I should play Sean here. You got this guy lurking. I don't think I could play my center back right here. So I think this is a good decision to kind of turn out wide to the sideline. It's just that when I'm right here, I should clip the ball higher up and longer down the field. I try to drive it into one of my center mids or to my winger, and it doesn't connect there. So I think a good first idea, but I just needed to be better on the actual pass. Once again, getting some pressure from the outside. I think here now I should play it all the way over to my other center back. It's kind of a risky ball there. It needs to be sharp. It needs to be good. I turn once again. I just decide to clip it now. It's not the worst pass. I mean, it's an okay idea, but it just doesn't connect. It could be better, and that's kind of like the theme of this video. Now here I'm running back to support. The last thing I want to do is keep this guy on side, so I'm doing a good job just to hold my recovery run and then to allow him to be the last man so he's offside there. So I'm really watching and staying in tune with my center backs. I rarely want to be behind my center backs and keep that through runner onside. Getting some time, still have a little bit of pressure. Again, center mids are very tightly marked here, so I'm always forced to look down the line And again, even winger is tightly marked there. And we just didn't have a lot of through runners into space, which kind of played into the way they played. They played that high pressure. And when they play high pressure, we should have runners that are constantly running in behind and giving longer options. Now here, as you can see, Bradley Bourgeois steps to put pressure on this guy, but he gets turned. Our left back, Kevin, is keeping this guy onside. And because of that, I already know that this guy's onside and I need to do a recovery run. Where our back line is completely disjointed. And because of this, there's a fast break and an opportunity on goal. So I'm running back to recover. And then Sean comes up big with the save. So our back line there, disjointed. You can see how since we're not in a succinct line, it causes a fast break. Another, just a longer kick from the goalkeeper. I'm just going to head that into my center mid, and then my center mid tries to play, but hits it off of our own teammate. And like I said, it's kind of the theme of this game. It's kind of disjointed. It's not pretty. It's just sloppy, this whole game. Anyway, so now that they recover the ball, I'm making my run back and centrally, trying to force this play out wide. I'm plugging up the middle with my center backs. We're in a decent line and letting the space be here. They try to play inside. Since it's so plugged up, we easily stop that, and now we can build and play. That's just kind of like our game plan, how we defend. Get the ball wide, lots of time and space. I'm finally able to drive forward a little bit. I play into my winger and then continue my run through. And then Christian continues inside, has a decent combination, but we just can't get that final third. Lebo just passes me out the ball. I just play it right back into him, passes me back again, kind of leading me back to play it back with his pass. So I go with that, play back to my center back, and then we switch this side over to the left side. It starts to come right back. I'm already looking up the field, starting to see this guy. This is starting to run at me. And I'm just also at the same time looking where the space is and looking where my passing opportunities could be. So I'm going to receive the ball now. Again, I can open up. Center mids are very tightly marked in the center. My options are all down the line. And so I have to play down the line. I play into one of my other center mids. He takes a little bit of a heavy touch there. But, I mean, San Antonio does such a good job there. Now a long switching ball over. It's 2v1. You can see me. I'm telling Christian to come back and help me to make it a 2v2 here. Christian comes back, and then on the overlap, I'm telling him, you stay with the ball. I'm taking the overlapping run, and he's actually on the same exact page, telling me the same thing. We've practiced this 1,000 times, and it's good. We snuffed that out, and now we have the ball. So very good defensive play between me and Christian out there on the wing. I have the ball here. I should just play straight into Christian. I tried to do a little bit too much. At this point, I think I'm getting a little frustrated that we can't build and attack as much as we want to. I tried to just cut in. Just ball comes out from under me, provide a little bit of pressure, but we lose it there. Again, just a little sloppy. Everything felt a little sloppy this game. And like I said, San Antonio had a lot of pressure, which made it difficult to play. Little corner kick, I was just there to head the ball out in the near post. There's a little replay of that. Heading the ball out. I do head it centrally, but that's a tough one. But sometimes it's just about getting your head on the cross. High cross in from San Antonio. I head the ball out, trying not to concede a corner kick, and then provide pressure on Gallegos. And then Gallegos, as you'll see, great couple of moves there, but we still keep him in front. And still not a dangerous play, but yeah, I mean, the great couple moves there. Ball comes back to me from my center mid, Lebo. Again, I mean, San Antonio does such a great job of providing high pressure, especially in the center of the field. So my options are always just down the line and just can't connect on that ball. Again, it's just not hit well. It's just a little disconnected, a little sloppy. Bradley Bourgeois again with the ball, plays me out wide. I got some time. I'm going to take my touch down, and then right here, you can see Eric finally getting a little bit of separation from San Antonio, but still has a little bit of pressure. I'm going to play him in, tell him man on, and then we combine out there. And then Lebo plays me back. Now it's starting to get a little crowded down this side. I'm going to take my touch back and then play it all the way to Sean Lewis. And then Sean Lewis has a great switching ball out to our other center back, and we can start to build on that opposite side. Now right here, they're starting to penetrate centrally, and as you can see, they have 1, 2, 3 guys right here. My issue now where I need to be is with this player right here. I can't worry about it going wide. I need to mark Solignac right here. And as the ball comes in, I want to force this play wide, like I've talked about in almost every single game analysis video. So the ball starts to go wide. Now I can provide some pressure, get a touch on that, and then Sean saves it. So even though they do get a shot on goal, it's better to take that shot out wide than it is to be more centrally. Provide some pressure there, just win the ball, and then play it out to my winger. Unfortunately, we lose it there. And then 39th minute, now San Antonio has the ball, a long switching ball into the back post. Here, once again, I need to worry about the guy centrally, so I'm marking on here. Christian needs to come down there on Gallegos, who has a shot on goal. It happens very quickly, but I just need to yell at Christian, as I go up for this header, come back. Now here, as Callum comes in and provides pressure, me and Bradley both need to tuck in. I'm even a little bit too wide here. I should be a little bit more centrally. And as you can see, he almost gets through, but I'm in a decent enough position where nothing terrible happens. And then a cross comes in and we do well to manage that. And then right there, just get my foot stepped on in the box as I'm clearing it. And then Solignac, I think, with the yellow card there. And then here, right before the half happens, unfortunately, handball from Lebo, just had his hand free. The cross hits it. It's going to be a penalty every single time. So that's unfortunate because I think for the most part, even though we didn't have much offense in this first half and it was mainly defending, I thought we did really well to defend against San Antonio. And I was feeling very confident with our defense. So it's just very unfortunate that we give up a penalty before the half happens, especially as I thought we were defending so well as a team. It's a terrific penalty, and then they go up 1-0 in the 42nd minute. It's unfortunate. Now we have to try to climb back. Once again, ball comes to me, flying pressure into our center back. Again, our only options really here. I'm trying to play into Eric. It's a tough ball for him to handle. He does a good job to leave it, and then we kind of get lucky to maintain it. Like I said, those passes, that's difficult to deal with. It's a little sloppy. Here now, Gallegos is starting to take me down. You can see my body position forcing him wide. I want to get into a foot race. I want him to go down outside because he's so shifty. As soon as he takes that long touch and tries to beat me with pace, this is where I slip right in between him and the ball, put my body in between there, win the ball, and then we can play out of it. I'm waiting for that big touch. I'm waiting for him to try to sprint past me. So now we can keep it. We play into the center mid, and now we're out. Center mid plays me the ball, take my touch, play into Lebo. And then here again, just a little disconnected there. Could I have been a little bit higher there to help Lebo out a little bit? Could his pass been a little bit more to me and bounced? Yeah, it's sloppy and disconnected. Ball comes into me, I play into Lebo. Again, their pressure, they're right on the backs of every single one of our players. And this is where we need to play in behind more, I think. And we need to have those runners flying in behind to relieve that pressure with that high press that they do so well. Like I said, whether you guys are looking to create an online store, to create a website, or for marketing tools and analytics, Squarespace has it all. It really is a simple, all-in-one platform to really give you the tools to run your business and create an online presence. Every Squarespace template design supports all major content types, including pages, galleries, blogs, commerce, calendars, and more, so you guys can create a very clean and sharp looking website. If you guys are a coach or a personal trainer or something like that, you can easily add online booking and scheduling tools to your Squarespace website. That will make it very easy for clients to see your availability and reschedule if needed, taking all the hassle out of coordinated calendars. You also can create a real sense of community on your Squarespace website with fully integrated commenting system that supports threaded replies, comments, and likes. I'm sure you guys have heard this about 1,000 times already, but Squarespace really is that simple, easy to use platform to really help you run your business and to create an online presence. So go check out squarespace.com for a free trial, and when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/become elite for 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Thank you very much to Squarespace for sponsoring this video. Anyway, as you can see with the first half, I mean, they have 12 shots to our 2, and the 2 shots we had were not dangerous at all. They had 4 shots on target. They had slightly more possession. Their passing accuracy is a little bit higher, so they're pretty much beating us on everything. But like I said, for the most part, I thought in this first half we did well to defend against them. I mean, I thought we did decent. Anyway, here is my first touch in the second half. If you're going to watch Christian's movement right here, he's running away, and then at the last minute, he's going to check down the line to make it easier to create some space for me to pass into him. Chapman has the ball, plays me out wide. Again, they're always forcing you down the line, forcing you outside. I can see 2 of these guys are flying at Christian now. I think if I play into him, I'm going to stitch him up. So I'm going to cut the ball back here, kind of turn back into the center, and then play into my center mid, where there's a little bit more space, and we can kind of penetrate now and have a decent attack. San Antonio now with the ball, thread the ball through into my guy. I'm just going to provide a lot of pressure, and then as he releases it, get back into my defensive line. Little penetrating run, again, as always, forcing the ball wide. I want the ball to go out here and then to try to block the cross, not over committing any either way, as Gallegos kind of completely turned me a couple times in the first half, so I'm staying a little bit more reserved now, and then did a good job to block the cross out for a corner kick. Lots of time. I'm going to start driving forward into this space. Now, right here is where I make the mistake. I don't have much movement from my winger. Maybe you could make a run to the corner flag or do something, but I just don't have that passing lane either. I should turn out here. It's 3v1 right now. I try to do too much. I try to go down, end up fouling, and lose the ball. Once I see that we're outnumbered and there's no passing lane to my winger, I need to cut, turn the ball, and then play it back into the center mid or back into my center back. Have the ball now, just an easy pass into a checking DaCosta in the center of the field, and then providing a little angle out wide if he wants. Switches the ball over to the other side, and now we can play. Have the ball now. DaCosta is going to check into this space. As you can see, my winger is cutting off the line, so I'm going to play into DaCosta now. DaCosta plays it right back to me. Once again, it's getting super tight over on this wing. All the space is right in the center of the field. So I'm going to take my touch and move into the center of the field where the space is, and then play into Martinez now, where he has some time and space. Now we can switch the ball, and it's a good build out of that pressure. A little fast break from Pirano, just coming back and trying to plug the center and let the ball go wide. So this is perfect. We lose the ball now. We're a little disconnected. I'm pushing out Chapman now, and then I'm staying inside as a center back just briefly. And then as we clear the ball, we're getting back into our normal shape. Here, I'm not flying out at this guy because I can see this guy is making a run in behind. I don't want to expose myself, take a couple steps forward and leave that hole open. The ball goes right there, and I'm still in a decent position to mark that. Ball comes out wide to Chapman Page. I have a player flying at me. He plays into me. Could I have done better? Yeah. It's a tough ball. They have very high pressure. But yeah, me and Callum talked about that play a lot after the game. Now here, again, I have a guy on my left shoulder, so I don't want to run at the guy with the ball, expose all this space, and then leave Callum Chapman Page to deal with both those players. So I'm kind of retreating back, keeping the ball wide, forcing the ball wide, and it's exactly what I want. The ball goes wide, it's not the best pass, and then we can build out of that. Long switching ball over to my side, going to take my touch forward, look forward, and then you can just see my winger now has space, so I'm just going to play my winger with enough pace on the ball so he can receive it, turn, and try to attack. So receive the ball, playing to him. Now he can turn a little bit, and now he can face up his defender and attack towards the center and have a decent little combo right there. And then 78th minute, we're down 1-0 now, bring in an attacking player, Fabian Bastidas, and they pull me out. So now we're 3 defenders in the back, 3 center backs, and I'm off. And as you can see, you can just see by my body language and my expression, I'm just not happy with the game, with how I'm playing, with how we're playing or anything. And then in the 89th minute, all 3 center backs here have a little mistake, and we lead to the second goal. And it's like it's easy to blame the 3 center backs, but it starts from the top. I mean, why we gave the free kick in the first place up there, the amount of possession that we had leading up to this, it's unfortunate. So anytime there's a goal, it's just never just on one person or 2 people or wherever. It falls on the full team, and it's pretty clear to see that. But unfortunate. So now we're down 2-0 in the last part of the game, and then we end up losing 2-0. So that was our first loss of the season. Disappointing. I do think San Antonio deserved the win. I mean, they beat us pretty much with everything from possession to shots to shot on goal to everything. So give credit where credit is due. I really think they did well. And their high pressure is very, very tough to play against. As you saw, just the amount, I was in the attacking half only a handful of times in this game, and that's what it felt like. So To be honest, the next game is much, much better from the team and from my own individual performance. So I think that's exactly what you want to do whenever you have a game that doesn't go how you want it to go, to reflect, to watch, to analyze, and try to improve from that. And I think we did exactly that in the next game against Kansas City. So I'm looking forward to doing that game analysis video. But anyway, hope you guys liked it. If you did, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. All right, guys, peace.